What are you about to say on this live? What you got?
I mean, I just wanted to make 2 points
Okay.
before I get into anything else. I think you handled yourself very well.
Thank you.
You're a step ahead of a lot of the women who do go in there. That's a good thing. And you're
Mm-hmm.
open and you're listening. I feel like it's a tough position, for a woman to be in right now when it comes to black love and black excellence and, two people seeing eye to eye. And when I break it down, it's like statistically, right? How do you solve this issue? I mean, you can't. It's a losing game for you to go in to Kevin and say, I'm looking for a man that's going to make $400,000 or $200 or $300 because a lot of black men aren't making that.
Mm-hmm.
Number one. Number two, a black man has to want to make that.
Right. That's
Why?
the
Why?
word.
Why? Like, if I'm raised, why would I feel like I need to make that much money?
Mm-hmm.
I might not be a capitalist. Me personally, I'm not a capitalist.
Mm-hmm.
Get what I'm saying? So that's why when it comes to value and demand, black people struggle because
Mm-hmm.
we see relationships and we equate it to value.
Okay.
When the irony about it is the men that I have met that make six figures, they are attracted to women who aren't really capitalists, but they get shit done.
Okay. Okay.
That's why I think a lot of black women might be left alone in the dark and single for a very long time.
Mm.
Because the numbers and I don't even know that many. Like, how often are you dating? You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, you have to make that connection with a man. There's so
That's true.
many men you meet, you don't even meet the connection with, and you don't even know how much they're making.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. I don't go in dates with intents to be like, okay, well, how much do you make?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
end up kind of maybe gradually figuring out about how much. And so, like, there are some men that I've talked to and they have flat out told me how much they've made after a while. But then also, I've learned, like, okay, this guy might make a good amount of money based off of how busy he always is at his job, like things he might say. I'm like, okay, you make a decent amount. You're living good, you know?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
But
again, you could be faking it. I don't know. But I don't go and ask him.
yeah, yeah. But somebody said, haha, white women are
Oh,
winning. I
God.
wouldn't say it's that. I wouldn't say it's white people, women or women, because, there's nothing like black love at the end of the day.
Oh, yeah,
White
there's
women
nothing like
want
self
it.
love.
Black, everyone else wants it. Everyone
Mm-hmm.
wants to be with a black man and a black woman. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't say like you're still gonna be an advantage once you step outside. You
Mm-hmm.
got something. You gotta glow. We gotta glow about ourselves. That's kind of different. You got a different
Mm-hmm.
type of
You
energy.
glow differently because you happy differently.
Yeah.
But I think it's interesting that Kevin makes a point about as men get up into, I guess, this 1 percentile, they're more likely to date within their race. But I'm not seeing, I mean, I think he says that as a statistic, but I'm not actually seeing that because you can look at athletes, you can look at entertainers, most of them are dating outside
Okay.
of their race.
See that's another thing, right? We
Mm-hmm.
can't look at social platforms and make that equal to our life and what we're
Okay.
going through. Like,
Right.
that's a terrible example. We
Mm.
can only take the position that we're in and the people that surround us
Okay.
and use that as
That's an
how
example.
we define our lifestyle and define who we're going to spend our time with.
But see, that can change based off of where you live in your region. Because like here in Atlanta, like yes, that's why I was very surprised that he was talking about he doesn't believe in power couples. Because here in Atlanta, I feel like I see that all the time. Like that's a normal thing.
But here's another thing you have to consider, right? You're probably in your late 20s and you're going through a lot of things that millennial women are going through right now. So
Mm-hmm.
about you and 1,000 other women want the same thing.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So numbers wise, like if you and 10,000 women are all looking for the same guy, because you're competing with thousands of women,
Right.
because that's is that the little bit of men that's making that much money is that little.
Mm. Okay. Okay.
So if you was like, I'm not saying that, I'm not trying to say don't go for that type of guy, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, be aware that you are a step ahead by listening, because a lot of women just go out there and they just shoot for the stars.
Right.
But some of them grow with their man.
Well, that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah,
But a
but
lot of men my age don't want to do that because they've got their head focused on getting to the career. So I'm like, it's really hard to date in my age range because I know how important your career is, because of course mine is too. So I get it, but I still make time to at least try to be with you in some sort of aspect. And I don't mind growing with someone. But then you say that, and the first thing men say is like, well, I don't need you to build.
no, but see, women have to take accountability
Okay.
because in college, that was probably one opportunity, maybe high school, and maybe somewhere along the line there was a guy that was probably making six figures that I know personally. Like
Right.
I've seen all of my friends make six figures, and they wasn't always making six figures. They're making that now, but
Right.
when they was 21, they was making $12 an hour.
That's true.
So
That's true.
think about it. Think about all the women who wasn't looking their direction, and then now coming out saying, "I want a man with six figures," and they know of that woman, and the woman tries to say that to them. It's gonna look like it's disrespect, and then it's like back slapping a whole bunch of other men who are alphas, who are strong men, who even men that are doing things for their community, and slapping them in the face. It's like, yo, we could bring our A game too. Like
But some men
you
don't.
might actually be settling once you get that six-figure guy, because you might actually be breaking up with that guy.
Right.
And look at all the breakups we go through in our 20s.
Of course. Well, I didn't go through a lot, but I know people that did.
So let me give you some tips and some
Okay,
juice.
here we go. Tips from privilege. Tips from the men's side. How can women do this?
College. Guys that are going for their PhDs and their masters, guys that are almost done finishing their bachelor's degrees, guys that are opening businesses, guys that are genuine, have loyalty, and have morals.
Okay. See, it's the ones I love a good entrepreneur. It's those ones that I get in trouble with.
Fraternities, you know, the guys in the Sigmas and the little color fraternities dancing. I'm pretty sure they cigar parties or something like that. I don't know. You know, wine events. You know, pop-up shops. You never know. You never know. That's my.
So, do you believe in trying to? Because I was talking about this to a fellow friend, and he makes a good amount of money. He's not a 500K, but he probably makes about 3, I would guess. Probably has a ton of assets though. There's like a place here that a lot of women go to because we know high value men go here. Okay. And there's a couple of them like that, of course. Like you spot out high value men kind of linger in this area. So women will go there now. Yeah. And he was telling me that because of that, they see those women in a certain way because they know why they are here. Right? He was like, you have to meet these men organically. Do you believe that?
No.
Okay.
That's not true.
So I can go to these places that they hang out with and possibly, all right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Different.
That's not true. A guy will know the type of woman you are once he has a one conversation with you, probably. If he's an alpha male.
He'll figure it out.
If he got his game together, he's gonna know what type of girl you are by the first conversation. But here's the thing: a lot of those women might be more aggressive than you.
I know. I've heard that. I've heard that often that I'm not aggressive enough.
You might not be, because if you want something, you might have to go get it.
Right.
And because there's other people that is gonna do it, that's just how the game is. You just gotta figure it out. That's just the game.
Right. Okay. I get you now, because I felt like I wasn't being aggressive, so I was like, okay, let me actually try. Because if I'm not trying, then I may not even end up there. So that's why. Okay, gotcha. I figured it all out in my head just now. A little memory clip. All right. Well, thank you, Privilege, for joining me on live today. I appreciate you.
All right. Take care.
All right. Thanks.